What is up, everybody? I'm back with my first pair of Lowheat in a while, and typically I would call this Lowheat, but nowadays, you know, anything over retail, especially this, double retail, or in some sizes double retail, I'd say is like, you know, that's borderline high heat for 2024. Anyways, you already know what it is from the thumbnail and the title. I have a pair of the Nigel Sylvester Bike Airs, straight from Nike. Got them off the SNKRs app, hit on the drop. I would say that's rare. It is, but these are like pseudo hyped. At least they're sold out, and they are going for above retail in most prices. So I want to call it a W, but you know, it's kind of, you know, it's not some super coveted pair. So it's kind of weird. I'm definitely stoked, definitely happy. But I'm not going to get SNKRs off the hook and be like, hey, you blessed me with a W. I'm not going to do that for them on this. But yeah, we have the Air Jordan 4 RM SP. SP stands for Special Projects. RM, there's been a lot of speculation online what RM stands for. This is an Air Jordan 4. It's a takedown model, essentially, of the Air Jordan 4. It's priced cheaper. This was $160 at retail USD. I think, you know, regular Jordan 4s nowadays are like, what were these? 200? Over 200? 210? Definitely any collab is over 200. And these are 160. So it's a takedown model. But this is, you know, a signature model with one of their signature athletes. They're only one in the biking department as of now. But the RM, back to what the RM stands for, a lot of speculation, remix. I heard, what was it, like retro mod, or it's a modification, a remod, retro modification, various things. I want to call it, I'm petitioning to Nike and Jordan Brand to officially make RM stand for road model. I just assumed that was it. Like, I put it together in my head. I'm like, this would make sense. This is the Air Jordan 4 road model edition. Riding bikes on the road. I like it, so correct me in the comments if you know officially what it is. I don't want any like blog post pointing to some blog post. I want like a quote from a Nike person who designed it or works at Jordan Brand. Put it in the comments, I'll pin it. Anyways, here's the packaging. Sweet packaging. Bike Air on the front, replacing the Nike Air. I mean, that's just perfect. I mean, it writes itself. Nigel went on the Complex Sneakers podcast, dropped some great insight into design, what went into designing these. Check that episode out. It was like very informative. It was cool. Nigel's a cool guy and learned a lot about the shoes and that. And then you got, this whole model. Don't worry, don't click away. We're going to get to the shoes. Just going over the packaging. Like, subscribe, do all the things while I'm paused here. It's a free subscription. You don't get that nowadays, and I would appreciate it. But as you can see, this is like an actual picture of his actual driveway, he said. So it's cool. And obviously you can't tell, but it's kind of got a little bit of an edge to it. A little bit, you know, of a surface texture, kind of mimicking a cement driveway, which is dope. I love it. Because, all right. Unbox these, and I'll get more into the story in case you don't know the story. I'll be quick about it in case you do know the story. But I know all of you are here to see the shoes, and sometimes I belabor the point. So I'll get to the shoes. Then we'll get more into the story, pricing. I'll put them on. So lots to stick around for. Once I reveal these things, don't go away, please. Lots to talk about. Got the Flight logo on the sides. Still the Jordan Jumpman logo. Comes equipped with some stickers. I think this is dope. Nigel talked about this on the Complex Sneakers podcast. Just, you know, back in the day, going to the bike shops, you'd get stickers. They'd hook you up with free stickers. We used to have a bike shop in my small town. My brother was really into BMX and biking, and therefore I was kind of through osmosis. I was a little bit more into skateboarding. But yeah, they would always like have stickers in the magazines, stickers at the shops. Stickers came with bikes. So I think it's really cool, really dope that he included stickers in his box. You can slap on your bike or just whatever. His signature kind of go mode, that's kind of Nigel's tag or motto, go mode. And so that's what that is there. Anyway, sweet stickers. Love it. Who knows? You know, I'm getting to midlife crisis age. I might go out, pick up a BMX bike, try to perfect my bunny hop. You know, I don't know. On the paper, you got a picture of young Nigel here. It's sweet. Again, I'll get into more of the story, the inspiration behind this. But there is him in the driveway, and the rollout video for this he did in his grandmother's actual driveway, and they showed some like footage from back when he was a kid riding bikes. It's a really cool video. Check it out. It's only a minute and a half. It's on YouTube. It's on Nike's website. Here, let's get to the shoes. I know that's what you want. That's what I want. Ooh, yes. All right. This, okay, the silhouette's a little funky, I will admit, just because it's like it wants to be a high top, but it doesn't. It wants to be a low top, but it's not. It's very, very much like a mid. It's very much a mid. That being said, like 95% of shoes that you get, I will say this is like better in hand, I think, than the pictures. We'll put them on feet, see if they even get better. But I just, you know, you can really tell the difference in materials in hand, right? And I hope you can in the video too. In the pictures, even the nice product shots, like, you know, it looks dope, obviously it gets us to buy it, but you just can't really tell until you feel it and see it with your own eyes. You got kind of get this tumbled leather around the mud guard. Mini swoosh there, which Nigel's been doing with his other shoes. That's kind of his signature thing that he likes, just like Travis has the backward swoosh. Nigel kind of likes the mini swoosh up on the forefoot. You have some suede here, some really soft suede here, short hair suede on the upper, nylon tongue, Bike Air by Jordan up top. And that's like kind of an official like department now. Like there's Jordan brand, and underneath it they have the bike. They kind of have the biking department led by Nigel Sylvester, their main guy. And that is absolutely dope. Mini Jumpman on the back, kind of following the mini swoosh. That's kind of dope. I didn't know about that. Bike Air on the heel, little scuff mark. That doesn't matter, because if you're actually going to use these, there's going to be more scuff marks immediately. I don't get hung up about that stuff. Actual defects I do get hung up on. It's kind of interesting. It's like look at this front toe here. It's like more sloped, I feel, than these. I can't tell. I think these, I'll take this off in a minute. I think these have a more straight down. Let's see the shape on these. Yeah, this is more rounded toe. Probably better for biking and tricks, I'm guessing. That was probably designed on purpose that way, is my guess. These are dope. I've been wearing these a lot. I like these. I know they kind of like, to a lot of people, these are bricks and they overmade them, but like I'm glad I was able to get a pair. I was actually able to get like 3. I returned one, sold one, and I just kept one because I'm broke. I don't need that many shoes. These have already been through a war, as you can see, but I don't care. Actually broke my hand wearing these. These are dope. Anyways, check my unboxing on these. I love them. I don't care that they're affordable. I don't care that there's a million pairs. It's just a dope shoe. And they hadn't retroed it until then, so I'm glad they made a lot of pairs. End of rant on that. But yeah, different toe box on these, so that's kind of interesting. Nigel Sylvester on the insole there, and they are going to have GR, they do have GR models of these already, so this will be obviously unique to these. Let's bring the other shoe out. Let's bring the other shoe out. Yeah, and then you kind of got the signature Air Jordan 4 bubble here, similar midsole and outsole as an Air Jordan 4. Oh, extra pair of laces. That's nice. Let's see what color they are. White. Sometimes I like the contrast. Usually, generally speaking, I like the contrasted laces, and white would contrast. That being said, I would have preferred these be red. These with red laces would be fire. I would have preferred they would have included red. That being said, I'm sure I have a pair of red laces, Nike Jordan laces somewhere in my shoes, an extra pair sitting around. So I might do the lace swap. If I find a pair of red laces, Jordan laces, I might do that. But if I don't, I'm keeping the black ones in. The rare time where I don't go contrasting laces. So just a clean shoe, you know, really clean shoe. Then you got the Jordan 4 outsole here, red Nike hit. Yeah, and then like kind of a cut off heel tab, different than obviously your big chunky heel tag there. Yeah. Yeah, these are dope. This is more flexible plastic, kind of in line with the SB4s. Obviously, these are meant to be like kind of almost like a performance 4. They are meant for biking, so it's not a hard plastic. It's quite pliable, and yeah. So he came up with 2 of signature ones, 2 colorways. One was the grandma's driveway colorway. That was green, based off the fence, the kind of the picket fence in his grandmother's driveway when he was growing up. You can see it in the video, the promotional video. It looks a little repainted, but they have the old archival footage and photos. You can see the fence there. That was the first colorway. I liked it, but I didn't need it. Then they revealed they're dropping a second Nigel Sylvester colorway. And this is the driveway cement colorway. And I was like, these are fire. I love it. Sometimes I'm not a black shoe guy, but these aren't, like, to me, completely black. They have that nice, super dark charcoal gray. What's the color code on these? Color code is like anthracite. Yeah, really like the color. I think it's dope. I really like it. You can wear these with a lot of stuff. I think it's kind of like a cliche to say dress them up, dress them down, but like this color can definitely mix with a lot of different fits. So yeah. But yeah, in the promotional video, they got Jo Marie Payton, I think, to play his grandmother. She, if you know, played the mom on Family Matters, Harriet Winslow. All those of you in watching the video that are like old enough to have watched Family Matters, drop a comment. I appreciate all you old heads, you old fogies like me watching. Any of you young kids, I'm not even going to say go check it out, because you won't, and it's not quite worth your time. It was a great family sitcom back in the day. I loved it. I love Family Matters. So I think it's dope he got her to cast to play his grandmother in that video, the promotional video. That's dope. That's sick. She did a great job. Good to see her doing stuff, especially cool stuff like this. But yeah, kind of, it's got that webbed look. That's different. So pricing on these, I'll try these on now so you can see what they look like. Pricing on these, $160 was retail. Like I said, it's kind of a takedown model of the Air Jordan 4. Air Jordan 4's general releases are like $200 at least. But like, it's weird. Size 11.5 is like a coveted size, going for like 300 plus on StockX in this colorway currently. Some others are going for mid 200s, some high 200s. Obviously, you got to add taxes, shipping, fees. So just whatever the lowest ask is, you know, add $60 or whatever it is in general to that. But yeah, so these are going for like a decent amount on StockX. What's crazy, what's weird, like this fits this like niche of like sold out shoes that are actually going for above retail, but they're not like super hype. You know, it's not $500. No one's like clamoring for these. People aren't flexing these on their IGs or, you know, fits. I think what it is, I think it's a combination of things. I think people actually like, you know, they like Nigel Sylvester. That's one of the things. It's a new, unique shoe. It's something new, but not so, it doesn't diverge so far that people are like, what the hell is this? I think there's a little bit of price memory with these. His ones that he came out with like 5 years ago at this point, 6 years, 7 years, 6 years ago, 5 years ago. I could just look when these, 2018. Yeah, 2018. I love these. This is one of my first bigger resale purchases. I didn't hit on these. I really wanted them. I waited and eventually got them on GOAT for like, I don't know, 400. In recent years, they shot up way past that, and I was like, oh, steal. Now they've come back down to earth and like probably about the same price. Dead stock. Haven't worn them yet. Really want to wear them. Again, first pair of like shoes that I paid a decent amount over resale for when I was getting into shoes again. I love these. Someday, soon, I'm going to lace these up. I absolutely love those. Anyway, so I think there's like a number of factors into why these are like sold out and like semi-hype. They're like low heat. I think there's a little bit of price memory with these and how like hype those were. People like Nigel. New product, but not so crazy funky. I think both colorways are solid, very wearable colorways. The low top, you know, it's kind of like doing a Jordan 1 low. People love the Jordan 4, and then this is just a slight tweak on it. And then I think like they sell out because people saw the green one sell out, and so they're like, oh, maybe there's some money to be made. Maybe these are coveted, so these sold out. I think also too, there's a lot of people that just met like, you know, the actual biking community. You know, actual BMXers, actual bikers, actual fans of Nigel and that scene who was like, oh, sweet, a shoe meant for us by Jordan Brand, by Nike. Like, I want that shoe. So I think that also plays into it. Like, people who are fans of biking, fans of Nigel, like, came in and just like bought the shoe to wear, you know? They were excited about it, hyped on it. I think the general releases are selling okay. I don't know. I don't really care about the general releases. They don't look as cool to me. Also, yeah, like I said, I'm a fan of Nigel Sylvester. Back when I was growing up, like I said, I was more into skateboarding. But any of you old heads know, if you know about Family Matters, I bet some of you know, you remember Dave Mira, RIP. We had the Dave Mira Dreamcast game. Shouts to anyone who's still watching and played the Dave Mira Dreamcast game or knows about it. You might remember, God, my brother was a big Ryan Nyquist fan, and like so was I kind of. Matt Hoffman, the Condor. So it's great, like classic extreme sports days, BMX days. Those are all the dudes I grew up on. And so when, you know, I was actually introduced to Nigel through these shoes. I didn't really know about them. You know, I was off the BMX scene and the extreme sports scene a little bit as I was becoming an adult, an older adult, I should say. I was already 30. But I saw those shoes. I'm like, who's this dude? And I was like, oh, he does like amazing, sick tricks. Loved his flow, loved his Gomo videos, loved his shoe. And so I was like, sweet, you know, a little bit of nostalgia following a BMXer, a modern day BMXer, because all those old guys, you know, Ryan Nyquist, Matt Hoffman, you know, they're not quite as prevalent anymore, unfortunately, but they're just older. They're still around making IG videos. Oh, speaking of which, shouts to Andy McDonald at the Olympics, still skating. And there was another older dude who, from what country was it? Australia? I don't know. But yeah, there's a couple old guys rocking the streets, the street competition. So that was cool to see. Yeah, love these. I think it would be sick if they start coming out with like Bike Air socks. These are Nike SB, like tie-dye socks. It'd be sick if there's some Bike Air socks coming out. Maybe they already got them. Let me know if they do. Yeah, 11.5 fit. They're just like SBs. They're a little like, they grip a little tighter, more padding, I feel. But like, I'm not standing up in these, but length feels fine. I could almost get away with an 11 probably, although I'm not standing up. But I feel like I could almost get away with an 11. It's always risky though, you know, as soon as your feet swell, you start walking, as soon as just a hint of your toe starts touching, anything more than 2 miles, you're like, man, this sucks. So even though I'm saying there's room, I think my suggestion is go true to size. Unless you're a snug fit type person, yeah, my suggestion is true to size. Especially if you're gonna be doing any biking. I don't think I'd want to go too big of shoes or too much room on these. You could, of course, but you know, if you're doing any sort of performance thing, you want, you know, you don't want too much room in your shoes, of course. So who knows? Maybe I'm getting a BMX bike. Maybe I'm rocking, doing that this upcoming year. Yeah, I already bought a skateboard. I should probably just stick to that. Anyways, drop a comment. Let me know what you think about the AJ4 RM, the model as a whole. Let me know what you think about this colorway. Let me know what you think about the green colorway. And yeah, please subscribe for more. I'll be doing a couple more wear reviews coming up. maybe doing a couple other videos. Your encouragement, likes, comments help me do more content. So long video, but I had a lot to say on these. Appreciate all you who watched the whole thing.